Welcome back to the show. Hope you got your headphones on. All right, well, we tried our best. We tried our best to censor out the bad cuss words. Yeah! The great Uncle Luke might be I said this about Black Sheep a couple days ago, but this may be the greatest party starting song in the history of the early 1990s. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show, man. Tribute Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining your boy on the Doug Stewart Show. Once again, on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, we are paying tribute to Uncle Luke. Yeah! Early works. Born in Miami, Florida, Luke Campbell's work as a performer can be characterized as Southern rap, most of it's part of the Miami-based subgenre. The sexual content of his group's lyrics caused controversy and led to legal cases. Usually Campbell does not rap, but rather shouts out or does chants. Very often is call and response manner, with him calling the crowd and responding. He was not an original member of the Two Live Crew, only joining them after their first steps as a California rap crew. Yeah, a lot of people forget Two Live Crew came from Cali. Only through Campbell did they become Southern rappers. While working as a cook at Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami Beach, Florida, Campbell was a concert promoter in Miami, bringing popular rap groups of the early 1980s to the city in 1983. He enrolled in an 8-week study course at public radio station WDNA, learning basic audio editing and production techniques. He ran his own label, Luke Skywalker Records, which was later shortened to Luke Records after George Lucas filed a legal case against them, that's the guy from Star Wars, for infringing on the name of the Star Wars character Luke Skywalker. Today, we pay tribute to Uncle Luke. Born hustler, man. Born hustler. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. Tribute Tuesday. Don't forget at 1 p.m. Eastern Time today. The Jeff Fox Show. Following Jeff Fox at 2 p.m. Eastern Time is The Microwave. Cooking with the Microwave right here on WSME. If you're a listener to the Doug Stewart Show, and I got to keep reminding you this, we are about to move the Doug Stewart Show to the DougStewartShow.com here very, very soon. So if you listen to my show, all right, if you, the network's going to be fine, it's going to continue as usual. But if you listen to my show is moving to the DougStewartShow.com very soon. All right, so if you listen to the show on your phone through iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, or anything like that, all right, iTunes as well. If you listen to the show on any of those platforms, man, you need to download my app from the Doug Stewart Show, the Doug Stewart Show app from the App Store. All right, so make sure you do that. Download the app. If you listen to the show on an app through another platform, make sure and download my app and become a premium member. All right, it's $4 a month. Money well spent. We do a lot of great things around here. We have a lot of fun. That is coming very soon. All right, so if you listen to the show on your phone through an app, you need to download the latest version of the Doug Stewart Show app. If you already have the app on your phone, you need to delete it and upload it again because there's a new version. All right, there's like 3.1.1 version or something like that. So make sure you do that, man, in preparation for Big, big things popping as we move the Doug Stewart Show to the DougStewartShow.com. The chat room, everything. Yeah. From Terry Green in the chat room on Spreaker.com. What up, Terry Green? He says, I remember when I saw Luke and his 3 dancers in the Flamingo Terrace in Atmore, Alabama. They had those little knucklehead dudes with them. Me and my homie said, look at here, dog. We only came to see the ladies. Then later on, introduced them as H-Town and new member to the 2 Live Crew family. Oh, I didn't know that. H-Town. From LD from the D, man, Draymond is a man. He's better now than he was in college. In college, he was solid, but I don't remember him being, this good. So I agree with you, LD from the D, and you being from Detroit, Michigan, you follow Michigan State basketball way more than I did or do. From Sluggo X Squad, Andre, I don't know. He was still in the league. Looks like he's eating good too. Favors, talking about Derek Favors, Georgia Tech's own, Atlanta's own Derek Favors. From Rough Buff, it says, I just signed the petition, bring back the Stews on Atlanta radio. Man, appreciate it, Rough Buff. From Montana Jones, would Draymond be this good if he was the first option? No, I don't think so. I think once, like I said, I think he's the consummate glue piece. He's the thing, and he's really kind of like the leader on the floor, which you usually don't see that type of player being the leader on the floor. Steph is, the main go-to guy as far as the shooting. They just got so many great players. But I think the guy that rallies the troops together is the vocal leader of the team on the floor, the starting 5 on the floor. I think it's Draymond Green, which usually that's not the case. The glue guy usually isn't the main leader of the team. But he has that type of presence, man. From Montana Jones or from who do we have here? Andre Elam, Al, Joe Johnson have earned over $250 million in NBA salary. Is that true? Andre Elam, has Joe Johnson made over $250 million in his career? God bless him. Wow. If Joe Johnson got $250 million in his career, then what should Michael Jordan have gotten? Or what is he worth? Or what was he worth throughout his career in a different time period? But if Michael Jordan played during this era with Joe Johnson, and Joe Johnson probably did play right at the very end of Jordan's career. But if Michael Jordan played during this era and they gave Joe Johnson over $250 million in his career, what's Michael Jordan worth? Like $3 billion? I'm serious. $3 billion? What's Magic Johnson? What would Magic Johnson have been worth if he played today? $3 billion? $4 billion? I mean, that is crazy. Clay, Doug, hate free agency Davis. Joe Johnson has won in life. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. No denying that. I don't think he's worth half of that damn money, but you know what it is? It's what people are willing to pay for you. Talked about this yesterday as far as the example on real estate. It's whatever people will pay for you. But as far as a traditional leader that makes that type of money, Joe Johnson is too damn quiet. If you're talking about, we just mentioned Draymond Green and him being the vocal leader, like Draymond Green isn't half the scorer or the offensive player that Joe Johnson has been throughout his career, and really not that far off. Draymond Green is an outstanding offensive player, shooting three-pointers and all of that. Great around the basket. Has a little mid-range shot that he uses the glass a lot of times, man. Draymond Green's probably more worth $250 million than Joe Johnson in relative terms. 334 Bama boy. Patriots went to the Super Bowl in 85 and 97. They wasn't that bad then. I mentioned that, how they did go to the Super Bowl. Who was the quarterback? The great Steve Grogan was the quarterback. And Andre Tipper was on that team. Linebacker. What was the wide receiver name? Oh, Irving Fryer. I think Irving Fryer was on that team as well. Now, Preacher Irving Fryer From Sidney Jackson, I need my squad to get up on some of this cheating. I guess he wishes his team is more like the New England Patriots. Chuchi says, I need Derek Rivers to put Brady's leg on the wrong way one day during practice. No, don't do that. That man couldn't play for the Patriots if he hurt Tom Brady. Don't wish that on my cousin. Don't do that. LD from the D. I've watched Draymond as the first option 4 years through college, and now as the third or fourth option at Golden State. He plays the same in both situations. From Thel Pay, maybe one day in the near future, kids will be talking about how they remember the Falcons never winning. That near future will have the new Falcon Stadium filled with the Super Bowl banners. I hope so, sir. Al Thompson, he says, Draymond at one point was jumping center for Sparty and playing point guard. Can't believe he lasted to the second round. What? He was playing point guard? I don't remember that at all. When I remember Draymond Green for Michigan State, he was like power forward. That's the natural position, I thought. From Sin, Doug, stay-at-home dad Stewart. Sad but true. From LD from the D, Monty and Mo, I've seen it. I don't have to guess or speculate about it. That dude's game doesn't change. He's going to come in, take over the leadership role, and push, distribute the ball. Now, if the team isn't good as well, then they won't win, but his game would be the same. Is somebody arguing that he plays this type of way or he's benefiting from the fact of having all these great players around him? I think he's active. That's more so than anything else. He's active, man. He's always around the ball. Once again, the comparison is Dennis Rodman. You know how guys in football, they always talk about a player being around the ball? You ever notice how Ed Reed used to always get those like crazy interceptions, or he used to always be on the scene and pick up loose balls when the ball was fumbled? He's always around the ball. Made a lot of tackles, always around the ball. Kind of like the same thing I think about Draymond Green and that type of player. He's so active, he's just going to be around the ball. He's going to make plays just for the fact that he's so active. From Thorny Switch, no manners as my grandparents would say. Oh, talking about them punk-ass little kids at field day yesterday. From Angry Black Man, says Doug out there getting punked by mumble rap kids. Such is not the case. Such is not the case. Let's grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
This is Big Apple Bastard calling from Charlotte.
Good morning, Big Apple Bastard.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
I'm fantastic. What you got for me, Big Apple Bastard?
I missed the first hour, so can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You say anything about Mike Brown the first hour?
No. Why would I say anything about Mike Brown the first hour? You can say it.
If
you want to say something, if you want to say something about Mike Brown, go ahead and say. Is Mike Brown your damn cousin or something?
Hey, right here. I'm gonna tell you something right now, Bill. Mike Brown is doing a great job. He's doing a better job than Steve Kerr. You look at Golden State's defense. The whole team's under 100 points. That's defense right there.
Right.
You look at his substitutions. They ain't just running up and down the court. They're playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think you as a talk show host need to go talk more about Mike Brown and less about Draymond Green. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, it's interesting you say that you're trying to tell another grown ass man how to run his own damn radio show. How about I talk about this? How about I talk about you turning your ass around and take these buckshots? How about that?